I want to welcome you back to Black Site tonight. We're going to talk about, is Sheduer Sanders on the verge of being traded during training camp? First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Yahoo Sports put out a plan that they believe that Sheduer Sanders will possibly be traded from the Cleveland Browns to a team like the New Orleans Saints, who have no quarterback. Yes, they drafted Tyler Saul, but they're probably taking a look and seeing how good Sheduer Sanders is looking in Cleveland Browns camp. I know personally that Kevin Stefanski, their GM, don't want Sheduer Sanders simply because they dealt with Deshaun Watson. He was a locker room problem. They owe him $230 million and he has Achilles tear. They want to turn the page to either Kenny Pickett or Dylan Gabriel. We know that Joe Flacco will be the backup quarterback of this football team. But Sheduer Sanders right now is somebody they can leverage to get draft picks or even players. This is what Yahoo Sports is saying. Right now, he can be part of a package deal to bring more draft picks or players back to Cleveland. But I truly think that would be a mistake for the Cleveland Browns. They have made some big mistakes in their past. They were a playoff team with Baker Mayfield. They let him go for Deshaun Watson. And what ended up happening? They took a step back. Deshaun Watson hasn't been the player since what happened to him in Houston with the massage lawsuits. And right now, they're back in quarterback hell. They have an opportunity with this young man right now to take a leap forward, invest in him as a franchise quarterback, and possibly he can lead this team out of last place. They're in a tough division. They have two great quarterbacks. They have a two-time MVP. They have a quarterback that has already went to the Super Bowl. And possibly Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the Cleveland Browns have to make a move. And they have to make a smart move. And this is up to their GM to pick the right quarterback. Him and Kevin Stefanski to do the right thing. Because if they don't, this could set this organization back another 5 years. So right now, if they do trade him, they better make sure that he's not good enough to play in this league for the Cleveland Browns or the NFL. Because you don't give away franchise quarterback prospects to another team for some third, fourth, or fifth round draft picks and a player to be named later. You have to make sure that this is the right decision. And I don't know if Kevin Stefanski right now is the man. It seems like they're stuck in that 6 to 8 game season winning games. They had a fundamentally good offensive line. They have a good running game. They have a solid defense. They have the defensive player on the year on their defense. But right now, their biggest problem, just like any team that is sitting in the bottom of the NFL, is quarterback play. And one thing Kurt Warner just said, he said that he's the most accurate quarterback last year in college. And if he's accurate, that's what you need. If you got a good offensive line, if you can give him time, Sheduer will deliver the ball to the receivers. And I don't think Deion Sanders will accept Sheduer Sanders being on a practice squad. I know that. He knows that Sheduer is better than the majority of quarterbacks in this league. I'm talking about not the starting, but he believes he's better than the 24, 25 quarterbacks that start in the league. And he believes that the bottom 7, his son should be able to start. That's what he truly believes. And I think that's what Sheduer believes. He's confident in his abilities. If Kevin Stefanski is willing to sit there and teach him to be the quarterback that he wants him to be, then Sheduer Sanders will be a success. But if he doesn't want to invest the time, he doesn't want to be around the young man because he thinks he's arrogant, spoiled, and all the things that they were saying in the NFL when they were colluding against Sheduer Sanders, that they didn't want anything to do with him. And it seems like a majority of teams. Now, I have one guy saying that the Philadelphia Eagles wanted to draft him. He was going to be a backup for the Eagles. Eagles already have their Super Bowl winning quarterback. So this is not where Deion Sanders would have liked for him to go. He didn't want to see his son as a backup. He wants to see Sheduer leading a team in the NFL. That's what he trained him to do, and that's the ability that he believes that Sheduer has. We'll see what the Browns are going to do. But I truly think, I have always said it in past videos, that I believe he was set up to fail in Cleveland. I always told people he was a mercy pick by the owner and Roger Goodell. They didn't want any collusion or lawsuit problems. They didn't want to deal with the media if this kid wasn't drafted. So they had the Browns pick him. But I will say this. If he is traded to the New Orleans Saints, that would be an excellent place. That's where Deion and Sheduer wanted to go. That would be the perfect landing spot for him, where they basically don't have a quarterback. It seems like they're going to invest in Tyler Sile, and that's really not a good look. He's just a tall, lanky quarterback, and he wasn't really that good at Louisville. But I know if they bring in Sheduer Sanders, they'll have a quarterback competition. He'll have that opportunity if they're losing, because people will be calling for his name. And see, that's another thing Kevin doesn't like. He doesn't want the Tim Tebow effect from the fans in Cleveland. If they start losing, everybody's going to be screaming for Sheduer. And let me tell you something. Those calls will be huge in Cleveland to see this man playing. But if he's in New Orleans and Tyler Sole doesn't come through, if they have a real quarterback competition, I believe that Sheduer can win that competition. He can be the starting quarterback because he has that starting quarterback ability. It's up to the team. It's up to the coaches to coach him up right and get him ready to play in the NFL. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.